Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fart smellers. Welcome to next installment of Gillingham Giants. And yeah, so there've been a lot of changes. So if you can see, well, you can see the tactics on the screen. The tactics changed and stuff like that. And also my approach to YouTube has changed in the most recent days. However, we'll start off with the actual in-game stuff before we go on to the YouTube stuff and my thoughts on that. So their tactic has changed. Now we're playing a 5 at the back, mainly because obviously the challenge is we can use players that are 6'4" and above, and that's what makes the save a bit different and a bit more fun, to see if big men can play football. And yeah, and obviously the best players or the tallest players usually perform the best at centre back, and it was true when I was looking at places signed at the best players, the highest rated with the greatest current ability. That were above 6'4" were usually at centre back, so it makes sense to utilise the centre backs and get the most, obviously the centre backs are the best, so get 3 of them in. That'll be our strongest position on the pitch. Probably for the rest of the save, there are a couple good strikers. Midfield is going to be a struggle. Wing backs, mega struggle from what I looked at. The goalkeeper should be pretty easy, although not a lot of them want to join us at the moment. And Hale Brown is cup tight, so Diaz Lara. We'll talk about him because you may be surprised about what he's done. But this tactic, I don't know if you've watched. Oh, I forgot his name now. There was a YouTube channel I pretty much copied this tactic. There was a bit of experimentation. I had this shape already. It was just the player roles and in possession, all that stuff that's been copied. But actually making a tactic and the shape, I did that. But the player roles, all that was someone who has a deeper understanding of the game than me. Mainly because we're not doing too hot in the season. I don't want to get relegated. And it's good to I learn a lot from this tactic, how to make it and what makes it effective. And we will see it in action today. So yeah, as you can see, we have wide centre backs, a central defender on cover, sweeper keeper, complete wing backs, which is a surprise because I've never used that role, but apparently it's pretty good and necessary in a formation like this. Shame we don't have complete wing backs. We have a deep line playmaker, currently Chambers, and he is the best at this position. However, he has 6 passing and 5 vision, so we probably should be looking for someone better in that position. I think in McCoy, actually, 6 passing, 9 vision. He can tackle. I think he's 6'6". That'd be pretty scary. So maybe McCoy actually gets to start as a deep play. Why am I saying McCoy? Oh, I'm thinking the Chris McCoys. No, just Coy. And then we have an advanced playmaker with Scott. He's the best and Twin, our best player at the club, box to box. I like it. It makes sense. He's got the stamina to run up and down. He is big enough to make the big long strides with long legs. He has improved as a footballer, surprisingly, since he has come here. So we'd love to see that. Oggy advanced forward and a pressing forward, which back last FM or FM before that, I actually really like the pressing forwards. This is good. Today, if we look at the schedule real quick, if anyone for the returning viewers, which probably I think there's around 34, 35 people that return and watch the videos, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you very much to those people that return and are invested to an extent in the save. The last time we were here, who did we play? Who did we play last time we were here? I believe it was Enfield. We drew against Enfield. Since then, we played Dartford, 2-1, Joe Gregory into Sunday. Then we played Worthing, 3-1 loss. Then another 3-1 loss against Weston-super-Mare, Borehamwood. We actually won in the FA Cup against Borehamwood, Jaheim White, and then we parked the bus. This is when we made our first change to a 5 at the back, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't. I think this was still the 4-4-2. Then we played Maidstone, we lost. Then we played Bath, we lost. And then this is the Slough was the first game we went to 5 at the back. We won 1-0. I was like, okay, that's good. Then St Albans, we drew. And then for Chippenham, this is when I got advice, because it was a big game, FA Trophy and a Cup. When I went and got, let's say, advice from the other YouTuber. And yeah, we beat them 2-1. And now in the FA Cup, we are playing Altrincham. It's going to be a bag of fun. Well, fingers crossed. And we're playing a new tactic, new formation. I'm really liking it. I like the shape. I like the players we're able to utilize. It's good. I like it. Oh, I was going to talk about Lara. Schedule. I think it was one of the FA Cup games, but no, I can't remember. No, Savannah's Hollow. No, wasn't that Savannah's? Yeah, FA Cup first round. The reason we actually did beat Boreham Wood was because Diaz Lara in this game played a 7.4, which is I think is actually a bit unfair to him. I think he played a better game than that. He definitely like an 8.6. I think he made like 12 saves or something stupid like that. But the game, I only give him a 7.4. And then I thought I was trying to buy a backup goalkeeper. They wanted £200 a week. I was like, okay, we'll play this game. If Diaz Lara plays well in this game, he'll be the backup for the rest of the season, and we won't get a backup until the summer to let him prove himself. And he did. So I cancelled the player's contract. We're not paying him £200 a week for a backup, which I don't think I was going to do either way. I was going to try and find a cheaper one, but now we don't have to look for one. And that's that. Now for my change of philosophy, I suppose, on the YouTube aspect. What I wanted, what the aim was when I started was that I thought YouTube, oh, that'd be great, like a great job, you know, you can make it and whatnot and all that stuff. And then you start making your videos. Obviously, the first video was terrible. I didn't even have a microphone. And then I think only 3 videos ago, I realized you have to talk to a specific part of the microphone for it to actually sound okay. We're 11th league, by the way. Let's put him on the bench. Oh, Chambers, who was a bit upset. Yeah, okay, that'd be perfect. And yeah, and you realize, you know, the odds of, you know, going big, and like all the big YouTubers say, oh, it's not about luck. Like there's like a bit of it is luck for people to find your video, be recommended. Also, I was playing two at the back. I was playing in 2D to see how the formation worked, but now we will just play director 3D. And yeah, like there's a lot of luck involved and all that stuff, and like the videos I'll be creating are not going to be of the greatest quality, because obviously it's not a full-time job, so I can't sit down. Is that a red card? Okay, KK is off. Lovely. Okay, we have an advantage now in this match. Twin box. No one's there. I hope they don't counter-attack us. Lovely, great defending. Finity. Sunday. Every day is like Oggy. Sorry, a bit carried away, but this is massive. Sunday to Oggy. I love Sunday. I want to bring him in as a proper player, full-fledged Gillingham town player. He's been really good. I love Sunday. And every time he does something in my spit, like when I know, not even cameras on, I always sing the Smiths. Every day is like Sunday. Fun. But yeah, change the philosophy back to that. Yeah, and I was trying to make like I wanted to make a let's play. That's to me is the most fun, to get invested into save. Oggy. To get invested in a save, and that was like what I always wanted to do, is to have like a successful, it's not successful, but like a fun let's play to just put out there and all that stuff. And I thought the best way to get a viewership and try to grow a channel would be to make a let's play, but then the thumbnails that's the key to get, like, because in a let's play, if you watch any YouTuber, even no matter how big they are, the first episode of let's play always gets the most views. So get, like, let's say you get 200k views, right? Let's say you're Dr. Benji, Zealand, or Luja. Let's just say you get 200k views on your first video of this let's play. Kieran Oggy 2-0, by the way, guys. They're gonna get 200k. Second episode is gonna get 195, and then the third episode is gonna get 100k, and then eventually the viewership will stabilize at, like, I don't know, depending on your size or how good your let's play is, 50 to 30k viewers. And if you scale that to someone like me, your first episode might get, well, the first one didn't do well because it was like the first video ever on the channel. The thumbnail was horrendous. There was no microphone. There was nothing. There was actually nothing. It was poor, but it was fun, and that's what mattered. And that's when I was hooked. I was like, oh my god, this was amazing. And now I was watching like the numbers. I think you got 80 views in total, and all that stuff, and I was watching, I was like, oh my god, people are liking and all that stuff, and it was like, I'm hooked now. And obviously, someone who's starting off, your first, like my first episode, let's say if I was success. The first episode was like 1,000, then you get 500 and 200 and whatever. So I thought, I don't want to have my videos decrease in viewership as time went on. And the reason is, like, if someone, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. We are going to time waste now. Yes, please. Time waste, place. Complete wingbacks on support. Let's defend. Yeah, and I don't want my viewership to go down. I wanted to always have that potential to get more views, more people watching, more subscribers, and keep growing. So I thought, like, kind of what Zealand does with his... Yes! Is it offside? Or is it on? It's offside. With his save, he streams it, so he gets half his viewership from there, and then he obviously gets some on YouTube. People that miss the streams and whatnot. And his thumbnails are... They don't have, like, the number of the episode in the thumbnail, so people don't think it's like a let's play, and obviously if you click on it, you don't get. So okay, I'm getting two minds here because I'm playing the game. I'm trying to explain something. So if you're a viewer, right, and you see a thumbnail and it says Gillingham Giants episode 21, and you haven't seen the previous 20 episodes, you're less likely to click on it because then you don't know what's going on, and you're not there from the beginning, all that stuff. So you're less inclined to click on it because you missed out on the previous 20. And then if you just see a video that says the best tactic in the game, or you see a cup final, or you see the best wonder kid, or whatever clickbait or whatever semi-clickbait you use, as I like to call it, the person might be more inclined to click on it. And then you can obviously, you have your intro, you explain the premise of the series, and they're like, oh, okay, this might be interesting, this is something different, this is a cool challenge, let me stick around. And that's how, like, in my head, and probably how it works, because even, like, people see that and they click on it because it's a one-off and all that stuff, and the viewership doesn't go down. So that was my philosophy when I started off. It was just, like, the one-off videos and all that stuff. I think the best one is the best video, I think, performing views-wise was, this is the worst way to win the league, I think. It was the one-off video, and obviously if you click, you see that. You think, oh, I wonder what the worst way is. And then it was, I said, let's play. And it had like over 300 views, 350, I think it has in total now. And I think I got 2 subscribers from that video. So thank you very much to those 2 people who subscribed off that video. And clearly it was working. And then we had a couple of, yeah, I think the FA Cup one was a bit of a stinker, but it was recorded when there was people in the house walking around. I wanted to record, but you know, there's commotion, and it'd be very awkward if they walked in on me talking to myself. So it was a bit of a shit tier video, let's be honest. And I think it has under 100 views, which makes sense. And now I just feel like if you're trying to grow in that way, you might be successful, you might not be successful, depending on what you're trying to do. But then I just want to make a let's play and like show my save and like not put too much time into it, from like, because I still have like exams and schools and a part-time job and whatnot. I don't want to like spend a lot of time on this, and obviously I want to make the best content I can, and I want to improve and learn new skills and all that stuff. You know, let's just watch the draw. Why not? Put it on auto. Start the draw. Speed of 3. Just play. We'll let it play in the background. And I want to do all that stuff, but then if I take away from, let's say, my exams, and I fail my exams, what do I do then, you know? Or my part-time job if I get fired and all that stuff for, you know, oversleeping and whatnot. So I feel like I still want to make videos because I still find it very fun, and who knows, maybe still some of them might get any clicks and whatnot. And all of that good stuff. Maybe not, but I'm just going to take it more casually, just more fun. Like, if you're here, you're seeing the videos, all that stuff, that's brilliant. If you're not, then what can I do? Just going to take it more casually, I think. And probably stop with all the clickbait and semi-clickbait. If you can hear that, I'm taking off all the... Well, some of the ideas were good. Some of them I was never going to do in the first place. Mainly because of They were good ideas, but I don't know how to even make them happen. Some of them were just terrible ideas I wrote down in my sleep. Also, if you feel like my voice is shaking, it's because there is a burp coming, but it goes away, it goes up and down. Um, yeah, I took down those ideas down because they were pretty bad. It was like, oh, KSI hates this video, or Mr. Beast bought my club on Football Manager. Clear clickbait. I mean, maybe someone would have clicked on it, but then people, the problem with clickbait is they click on it, it's not what your video promised, and they click off within 20 seconds. That's why my viewer attention on the videos that were like pure clickbait was less than like around 2 minutes on average, because a lot of people just clicked off in the first 20 seconds. And I want like people who are here to actually come here for the save and not for the clickbait. So going forwards, I probably will just have a set like a thumbnail for a series like everyone else does, like Work the Space has on his, where he does Guernsey, he has a set thumbnail, and it just, you obviously add stuff depending on what happened in the episode, if something interesting happened and all that stuff. And maybe in the future I'll change my mind and still do a semi clickbait video, but all that. But yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts on. I know at some parts it probably wasn't very coherent in the middle, especially. Oh, this is us. We are playing Brighton. Okay, a Premier League club. This is major. That's going to be a lot of money. So that's probably be the next episode. Hopefully it's not in like fucking 35. Oh, hopefully. What am I even talking about? Hopefully it's not in 2 games time. Hopefully there's a bit of space. Unless if it is, then okay, no, it's probably, that's gonna be the next episode. It's still far away. In the background, I can play these games today, see how we do in the league. But I feel like this tactic, especially with the players that we have and what we're doing, I think this could be like could be it. Because I got the email that everyone dreads getting about the tactics, and that's like, X insert name here manager is stubborn in his tactics and doesn't want to change. That's basically the game telling you, listen, the AI know your tactic. You're never going to win a game again if you use it. You need to change it. And that's when I started experimenting with the 5 of the backs. That's when it was time. Especially, it always happens when you have a bad run of form. You lose all your games and the game says stop. Usually if you use the same tactic for like, what, 4 years, 6 years. Yeah, so our best player is Ucell, and I am a big fan of his. 5 stars. He has improved. The game time is helping him improve. Unambitious, so hopefully he doesn't leave, but I like him a lot. Maybe we can sell him for some money, but we're part-time, so I don't think I'm going to get a lot of money out of that, but the FA Cup could be major. The thing is, I might even play the games, and there'll be another video up today. There'll be 2 today, maybe. But if you stuck here, if you actually sat through my ramblings, thank you. I will not be concerning myself with the views and all that stuff anymore. Just gonna have fun. Yeah, and I think, yeah, and I feel okay at that. I don't think it's gonna be that extra and that much high effort. I don't think there's gonna be any editing really involved anymore. Although there was, like, you probably, if you watch the videos, you probably don't think there was a lot, but there was some parts, there was some chopping and changing. There was like, I was adding in the subscribe stuff in there, and although that was like a 360p GIF that I got for free off the internet, and it came in 360p and it looked pretty bad, and I don't think it ever worked. I don't think it ever got any more likes or views because of it. All that stuff. But yeah, this video is probably gonna like bomb really badly, but I'm okay with that. Bye.